climate?
Weather is like weather is what is going to be like snow, rain, warm, cold, and climate is like how like the average, like what's hot, like how hot was it this year, how cold was it, that's like that.
That's a really good explanation. Weather definitely is that, like, you know, what you're going to be seeing for that day, what you can expect as you step outside. The definition of weather itself is the state of the atmosphere at a place and time as regards to heat, dryness, sunshine, wind, etc. So basically, what factors you can expect as you're heading outside today. Will it be hot weather? Will it be cold weather? Will it be rainy? Will it be snowy? Or will it be sunny outside? So weather's pretty simple. It's just basically what you can expect out there. Climate, on the other hand, is a little bit more generic or a little bit more broad. The weather conditions that prevail in an area in general over a long period. So here in Wyoming, would you say that we are tropical climate, or would you say that we are kind of a cold climate?
Cold.
Definitely. What are the factors that make us a cold climate?
Snow.
Snow definitely is a factor.
Wind.
Wind is definitely part of a factor. Longer winters as well, because summers here aren't that bad. In fact, they're kind of nice and warm, usually pretty dry and sunny, and that would make you think, well, warm climate. Well, our winters are much longer than areas further southward, so we are kind of in a colder climate. Something else that also contributes to our cold climate is how high in elevation we are. Have you guys ever heard of Denver being referred to as the Mile High City?
Yeah.
Here in Wyoming, many areas actually much higher than Denver. Here in Casper, we're at a fairly similar elevation, a little bit lower, but we're actually pretty close to a mile high ourselves. So we are also at a higher elevation, and that means a colder climate the higher in elevation you go. Okay. So parts of weather is cloud cover out there, and you can actually identify a lot of times what kind of weather you're going to be seeing depending on what clouds you're looking at. So this cloud right here, if it was the PowerPoint, you wouldn't be able to see that as a cumulus cloud right off the bat. But that's a cumulus cloud right there. Have you guys ever seen those?
Yeah.
What time of year do you guys feel like you usually see cumulus clouds? The spring is definitely a time of year. Spring and summer. And part of the reason you see cumulus clouds because you'll have areas of warm air that form at the surface. You know, when you sit outside, especially if you have like a black shirt on, that shirt gets really hot, right? Well, that's because it's absorbing that sunlight. The ground does the same thing. So it'll absorb the sunlight, and that heat builds at the surface. Well, that heat wants to rise, just like it does maybe in your house. Like it gets really hot towards the ceiling or in the second floor, and maybe not so much on the first floor. Well, as that happens, it rises and forms a cloud because higher up in the sky, the air has more moisture and the air is colder, so that heat forms a cloud, and it eventually sometimes can form a cumulonimbus cloud. Now, what does this cloud look like? Make it look like it's about to happen?
Rain.
Rain.
Thunderstorm.
A thunderstorm, definitely. This is what you'd call a thunder cloud right here. Thunder cloud. This is a cumulonimbus cloud. Now, can you guys tell me what that word means? So I'll kind of break it apart for you guys. It actually has a pretty simple definition. So cumulo is the first part of the word. And have you guys ever heard me talk about accumulating snowfall? How much snowfall you'll see accumulating. So basically that just means that's how much snowfall is going to be piling up. Similar idea for a cumulus cloud. Just think when you see cumulus, accumulating. It's getting higher and higher and higher, and it's stretching vertically rather than horizontally. And anytime you guys see nimbus on a cloud, whether it be a cumulonimbus or any other type of cloud, usually mean that it's associated with some form of precipitation, whether it be rain, whether it be snow, or even hail. So that's a cumulonimbus cloud, and kind of what that word means, and what funnel cloud. There's no picture of it. I know, right? It was actually a really cool picture too. You guys know what a funnel cloud is, right?
Yes, I know.
A funnel cloud is what you see sometimes before a tornado will touch down. So